tears well in her eyes as she silently cries on the inside. While dreaming of being inside her own place to call home, seems like no matter how hard she tries, she still remains on the outside looking in, trying to find her way in. 4 walls, a small hall, a room or two, anything will do, as long as she can come home when the day is through. But she's caught between a rock and a hard place. Government says she makes too much to get an affordable place, but she doesn't make enough to pay market rent, so her time is spent on the city's cement, attempting to make $1 out of 50 cents. But her story is not one of a kind. Unfortunately, this is the reality of so many in today's society, working their fingers from flesh to bone and still unable to afford a place to call home. Streets and tents filled with working people who can't afford to pay rent, while the media portrays all homeless people as mentally disabled and financially unstable, when it's really the government that's making it so that we're financially unable to afford food and rent. Every dollar earned is another $2 spent. There's no stability, so the ability to get ahead is another dream and deferment. Having a secure place to be is a necessity, but they don't hear me or you because they can't relate to what we're going through. We vote them in thinking changes will begin, but that's where we're mistaken. They've taken us for granted and never planted the seeds that our communities need in order to grow, or made the changes necessary to show the world that we are a superpower, leaving no one unfed, and everyone that wants one has a home and a bed. So many families having to choose between an overpriced place to stay or the necessities needed to get through the day. Making housing affordable is the only way. We're running out of life's tokens to play. Housing costs are consuming up 80% of our pay. All it takes is 1 or 2 missing paychecks and the basic needs of housing stability is in jeopardy. And for lawmakers writing and signing bills for creating housing stability, it's just a formality, but the effects of its absence is a reality for most American families. But you don't hear me though. So many looking for a way out so that they can get in. But the way the housing market is set up, it's like going on a merry-go-round, spinning you again and again and again, and just when you think it's time to get off, you realize the ride has stopped, but you're still spinning. So it's like a vicious cycle. You're like an engine running idle. We aren't going anywhere. We have to be the change that we want to see. We have to fight for affordable housing because we are the community.